Yeah, my grandma's sister, yes, May.
Be all the way May. Jesus.
And she was the inspiration for Leave It Alone. Hey, man, it was like the 20s or whatever it was, 30s.
Your grandmother's sister was known for getting deep-dicked in the back of a fucking Edsel.
She's a nun!
And now she is.
She's a nun for like 80 years.
But she was getting her fucking womb busted in 1920. I'll bet you that she's a nun now, only because some strapping black buck gave her a fucking womb busting.
Are you trying to say my great aunt was a size queen?
I bet you she was. I bet you he sweated and he had overalls, and he undid his overalls and knelt and gave her the deep dicking of her fucking privileged life.
That's my great aunt.
He gave her a good kidney pushing.
She's been a nun for her whole life, Jimmy.
Well, played a little baseball apparently.
God's work.
She certainly is. She didn't call the police when he winked at her.
All right.
She waved him into an alley and took that fucking buck and got that big Jim Brown cock smashed into her fucking privileged white body. She moaned. She moaned with a weird satisfaction. It was like it was the moan of one who is finally being filled properly. Now she's a fucking nun. She was all the way May back then. He named her that. I can't believe I got it all the way, May. She said, I've never taken a dick this deep in my privileged white life. Deep dick me, you. And you know what she said?
Hello, this is uncomfortable.
No gooder. Deep dick me. He fucking was kneeling between her legs in an alley, and I bet you he had her fucking knees pressed up by her ears while like her ass was in gravel. Fucking with those black buck thighs straddling her, giving her a fucking good stiff deep fuck.
Wait, Madonna played my great aunt in the movie?
Whoa.
AKA the stripper turned softball player that Madonna played?
I was just thinking about your aunt getting deep stick.
You
are Jimmy's filling up. Thinking about your great aunt.
Getting a good fucking racial line crossing fucking lesson. He was striking a blow for fucking 200 years of naughty behavior all the way May.
In the 40s when it was naughty.
I bet he fucking splooged in her too. He didn't give a fuck.
All right.
Town. He knew he was on a fucking apple truck going back to work somewhere. Whatever, that's what he did. He was an apple truck worker. He would lift and put the bushels back on. And he saw that fucking white man's prize and her blonde hair and her long nun clothes. And he fucking gave her a womb full of fucking taboo seed. He filled her womb with taboo seed. The seed you could only dream of at night as your inept white husband tried to deep dick you but couldn't.
That's my great aunt.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
None taken.
She became a nun.
She got a lot done in her life.
Peeked in. That was the only nun because a police officer saw that and realized that she was yelling, "Ooh," and not rape. So he shot the black buck and she had to yell rape and become a nun. That's what happened. That boy never got back on that apple truck and went back to work. They had to pay off the Dickens family.
I know Madonna played her as a whore, but I don't think it was that accurate, Jimmy.
I bet all the way May took a couple fingers in the shitter while she was being deep dicked.
She was a nun her whole life.
I bet he reached under and he was keeping her ass off the gravel, and while he was holding her ass and deep dicking her, he had two fucking workers' fingers crammed into that fucking innocent white tuchus.
With those big fingernails.
Hey, don't jump on, Anthony.
I'm just thinking,
stay out of this.
It would have been, because I'm thinking what happened, because the seed, the taboo seed, what happened with the baby? That might be why she's a nun, because they sent her to a convent when she got pregnant with one of those children.
That's right. She had it, and it was shipped off somewhere.
Yeah. Work on another apple truck.
That apple truck worker, when he was fingering her, because he had such long fingers, like the guy from the Green Mile, and she would have had to explain to her boyfriend why she had fucking field dirt in her fucking crammed 7 inches up her keister.
Hey!
All that
keister out of this.
All that bushel lifting. He got fucking field dirt under his long fingernails. Sweaty man with a fucking straw hat and a pair of overalls with no underpants. That fucking delicious black prize.
Stop
bobbling around.
Junk. You're talking about my great aunt.
You are getting all worked up.
I wish fucking all the way May were here. I'd give her a fucking stiff fuck even at this age.
my ass.
I want to go to the nunnery and give her a good stiff one right in her rear, straighten her out. You're all the way dementia. You won't know what it is. She'll think I'm Christ. Just give her She's waiting for the second coming. I'll give it to her right on her chin.
Can't wait for Thanksgiving this year. Great. I was listening to... Gloria, shut up.
Yeah, you're a nun. You weren't listening.
Look at your own kids and what they're up to. Leave me alone.
She had a son. His name is Barack Obama. Fucking old cinnamon lips.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Opie's great aunt took it in the bippy.
The bippy.
I'll bet you that's what happened when the cops showed up. I'll bet you a worker Jim turned her over on her fucking hands and knees and had her fucking thing. You'd only know it was a cock because of where it was located. Otherwise, you would have thought it was a nightstick or something that would be planted in your yard. And he had that cock, and I bet you he was holding her bippy open, and the police officer looked around, and she went, "Do it." And she saw him spit into his field worker hands and then fucking lube up her asshole, and that's when the police officer came in. She already got a womb busting. Give her a good fucking colon filling. That's right, May. All the way, May, getting her fucking shitter filled.
Good. Hey, Jim, you give such great description and such detail. Have you ever thought about narrating children's books?
Yes, I have, with this exact story.
Narrator.
It's called fucking All the Way May Gets Her Colon Filled with Taboo Seed. She got a fucking, long before fucking like oxy powder and all that nonsense, there was fucking worker Jim from the Apple truck who would give you a good fucking intestinal cleansing. All the Way May had solid, deliciously tapered logs for 5 years. Thanks to the fucking asshole piping out she got from fucking...
Why did he have to fuck her in the ass?
Because she was white. That's why. She was white. And all those times in the grocery store when she would cut him in line and people looked like her, where he could have crushed them with his big hands. He had to go, right ahead, ma'am.
Jimmy hates me.
No, I don't.
It's finally coming out. He's getting at me through my great ads.
Dude, that's not true at all. I just think it's hot that fucking All the Way May. She didn't get that name by accident, bro. She didn't drive from here to Maine. She didn't fucking...
Did she drive half the time and the other one, was she split?
No. All the Way May means she hit homers. She was a good hitter. She went all the way around the bases.
Oh, is that what it meant?
Yes.
I think she went in with that name. She wasn't known as fucking partially July. She was All the Way May.
All the way.
You could fucking bang her balls to ass. That's what worker Jim would tell his fucking Apple truck friends.
That's my claim to fame in this world.
When they tell him
related to her.
Not talk about it.
Yeah.
Because,
don't let no one hear you talking about this. I'll get in big trouble.
Let's go to Inbred. Inbred.
Hey, Opie, back then, did they do the Louisville Slugger Challenge?
Oh, my God. You, me, All the Way May. Let's get crazy. Hire a hooker.
If Jimmy Norton was a ghostwriter for Jim Webb, was running for Senate. See Johnson against the hair lip kids?
No,
she's
but
probably...
she's against cock. Are you going there?
No, she's probably four.
Damn it.
She's probably 4 pillows with handles on them.
Billie Jean King.
In case your fucking wife brings something like that home in a bassinet, you can fucking take care of it. You won't be ruining my family photos for the next 20 years. That was the sound of the little hair lip lad.
Yeah.
Being handle pillowed. Can't even cry cute. Instead of like powder, his little feet smell like mold and shit. Old hair lip wrecks everything. His fucking little baby hands smell like Gouda cheese and vomit. You can't even nuzzle them. You don't even want to kiss his little baby feet. They don't have baby feet smell. His baby feet smell like the inside of the foreskin of fucking apple cart Jim after he gets through deep dicking a nun. The scent of the pebbles under his foreskin, under his sheath. Oh, fuck. That's what the baby's feet smell like.
Not even cute.
You can't even do this with the. Yeah, you kiss baby feet. They smell good.
They smell like baby.
This baby's feet don't.